Winston Churchill was a man who used to drink whiskey like it's water. He smoked cigars every day and smoked cigarettes multiple times a day. And yet the man lived till 90. But on the other hand, there's a lot of health conscious people that die at a very young age. And you ask me why? Well, the answer isn't science or biology. The answer is your belief. Our mind is the most loyal employee that we have. Whatever we believe and whatever we start to feed it, it does its best to make it come true. So, for example, if you're smoking and you're telling yourself that it's not that bad, it's fine, it's whatever, and you're just living a happy life, the mind, the brain, will believe that it's fine and it won't let you affect to that level wherein you would die. But on the other hand, if you're smoking and you're regretting it, you're telling yourself, oh my god, I gotta stop, what I'm doing is really wrong and I cannot do it, and it's going to damage my lungs and everything, then yeah, your mind's going to believe that and it's going to kill you very soon. Science clearly tells us that smoking damages the lungs and it kills you. But there are these exceptions that just go way beyond science. And let me fetch some actual statistics for you. George Burns, a comedian, he smoked 10 to 15 cigars a day and lived to 100. Helmut Schmidt, Germany's chancellor, chain smoked until the very end and he lived till 96. And of course, Winston Churchill, he literally said once, I drink a great deal, I smoke all the time, and I never exercise. Man died at 90 peacefully. Now, I'm not here to tell you to pick up smoking or drinking or like change your mindset but keep smoking and drinking. What I'm here to tell you is that whatever you believe, your brain will make it come true. These people, they never sat in guilt. They never considered themselves as doomed or regretted anything. It's just that they were like, okay, this is me, this is fine, my body is fine. On the other hand, let's picture somebody who smokes or drinks, and every puff or every drink feels like poison, and they regret every second of it, and they tell themselves, oh my god, I gotta stop, but they're not stopping anyway. First of all, if you regret it so much and it feels like poison, stop it. Second of all, if it still feels like poison and you're still doing it, it's going to kill you. This is called the nocebo effect. When your mind believes something is harmful for you, your body creates harm. When your mind believes that something is safe for you, your body creates a safe environment. It's the same with food, cake, relationships, business, everything. If you eat a cake with guilt, thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna get fat, your body will process it differently and you will gain weight. But eat it with happiness, eat it with no regrets, and your body will process it differently. Same with the business. Run it while thinking you're a fraud, and your business will fail. And run it while thinking that you're very, very capable and doing whatever you're doing, and your business will succeed. So it's all about what you believe, it all lies in your beliefs. Every cell in your body listens to your emotions. So if you do choose something, own it fully. Choose it completely. Don't be half in and half out and feel, am I doing something right or is it something wrong? No. When you choose to do something, put your all in. Believe in yourself completely because that's all your body and mind listens to. If you eat the cake, eat it with joy or else don't. If you're drinking champagne, drink it with joy or else don't. The real danger isn't the cake or the cigarette or the champagne. It's your mind, it's your belief system, it's how you interpret the activity of eating cake or the activity of smoking. It's all inside of you, nothing on the outside. It's the whisper that says, this can kill me, this is harmful for me. That whisper is deadlier than science and facts. So, my message is, when you do something, believe in yourself fully. Believe in the positive aspect of whatever that process is making you feel, because the brain doesn't ask what you're doing. The brain asks, how are you feeling while doing it? How are you feeling while doing it? Are you feeling good or are you feeling bad? Because both of these emotions are going to have their respective reactions. And then it shapes your body, your mind, and your future, and everything that happens in your life and everything that happens to you. Your brain is the most powerful thing, the most powerful thing. It can do anything to you. So, next time you make a choice, ask yourself, am I doing this with full ownership or am I doing this half heartedly? Because your brain will listen and your body will follow. Bye. I will see you in another video.